Most people save whatever money is left at the end of the month. Wealthy people do the opposite. That single difference may be one of the most important financial lessons anyone can learn. The average person gets paid, pays bills, spends money throughout the month, handles unexpected expenses, and then attempts to save whatever remains. Unfortunately, there is usually very little left because spending naturally expands to fill available income. Every paycheck arrives with good intentions attached to it. People tell themselves they will save more this month, spend less this month, and finally get ahead financially. But then real life begins. Bills arrive. Convenient spending appears. Emotional purchases feel justified. Subscriptions renew automatically. Before long, the paycheck that once looked substantial has nearly disappeared. This creates a dangerous cycle where saving becomes an afterthought instead of a priority. Wealthy individuals often understand something completely different. They recognize that if saving depends on leftovers, it will rarely happen consistently. Instead of saving what remains after spending, they spend what remains after saving. This reversal may sound simple, but it changes everything. Financial freedom is rarely built through dramatic financial breakthroughs. It is usually built through systems. Systems create consistency. Consistency creates progress. Progress compounds over time. Another important lesson is understanding that money naturally flows toward whatever system is already in place. If there is no system, spending takes control automatically. Most people are not losing financially because they lack intelligence. They are losing because their money has no assignment when it arrives. The goal of this video is to show why saving leftovers fails, how wealthy individuals structure their money differently, and how a simple shift in money flow can dramatically change someone's financial future over time. One of the biggest reasons people struggle financially is because they misunderstand the purpose of a paycheck. Most people view income as money available for spending. Wealthy individuals often view income as a resource that must be divided intentionally before spending begins. This distinction creates dramatically different outcomes over time. Imagine two people earning the exact same income. One person waits until the end of the month to save. The other person automatically transfers a percentage into savings and investments immediately after getting paid. Over the course of a year, the difference may seem modest. Over 10 years, the gap becomes enormous. Another important lesson is understanding that human behavior follows convenience. Whatever is easiest usually happens most often. Spending is easy. Saving requires intention. This is why wealthy individuals frequently automate positive financial behavior. Savings transfers happen automatically. Investing happens automatically. Debt reduction happens automatically. They remove as much emotional decision-making from the process as possible. Another major issue is lifestyle inflation. Most people increase spending every time income rises. Raises become larger apartments, newer vehicles, upgraded subscriptions, more dining out, and additional obligations. Financial pressure remains because spending grows alongside income. Wealthy individuals often reverse this pattern intentionally. When income increases, ownership increases first. Savings increase first. Investments increase first. Lifestyle improvements happen later. Another critical lesson is understanding that financial success is often determined by the gap between what someone earns and what they keep. Two people can earn identical incomes while living completely different financial realities because one directs money toward future ownership while the other directs money toward immediate consumption. Saving first is not about deprivation. It is about creating options, flexibility, and future freedom before temporary desires consume available cash flow. Another major reason saving leftovers fails is because money becomes emotional once it enters a spending account. The moment someone sees a larger account balance, the brain begins creating spending opportunities. Automatically, a weekend trip feels affordable. A restaurant visit feels reasonable. A new subscription seems harmless. An online purchase feels justified. None of these expenses appear dangerous individually. The problem is that they rarely occur individually. They occur repeatedly. Over time, hundreds or even thousands of dollars disappear without creating meaningful long-term value. Wealthy individuals often understand that every dollar has competing destinations. A dollar spent today cannot simultaneously become an investment tomorrow. This is why they assign money a purpose immediately. Savings accounts receive funding first. Investing accounts receive funding first. Emergency reserves receive funding first. Lifestyle spending receives whatever remains afterward. Another important lesson is that small amounts matter far more than most people realize. Many people delay saving because they believe they need large sums of money before making progress. But consistency matters more than perfection. Small amounts invested regularly often outperform larger contributions made inconsistently. Another critical principle is compound growth. Money saved and invested begins generating additional money. Over time, those gains begin producing their own gains. In the beginning, progress feels slow. The numbers may look unimpressive. Many people quit because they cannot see immediate results. Wealthy individuals remain patient because they understand that compound growth often appears invisible before becoming obvious. Another major issue is emotional spending. Stress, boredom, frustration, insecurity, and convenience often trigger purchases that temporarily feel rewarding but create future financial pressure. Saving first reduces the money available for emotional spending, which protects long-term progress automatically. The goal is not becoming perfect. The goal is creating a system strong enough to continue working even when emotions fluctuate. Another lesson wealthy individuals understand is that financial security creates better decision-making. Most people believe money only changes their bank account. In reality, it changes their mindset. Someone living paycheck to paycheck often experiences constant financial pressure. Unexpected expenses create panic. Small setbacks feel overwhelming. Opportunities become difficult to pursue because every decision carries financial risk. Saving first gradually changes that reality. Emergency reserves create stability. Stability creates confidence. Confidence improves decision-making. Better decisions often lead to improved financial outcomes. Another important principle is protecting future flexibility. Every dollar saved increases options later. It creates breathing room during emergencies. It provides opportunities during economic uncertainty. It reduces dependence on debt. Wealthy individuals frequently prioritize flexibility because flexibility creates freedom. Another major mistake people make is believing financial freedom requires extraordinary income. While higher income can certainly help, financial freedom is often built through behavior rather than income alone. There are countless examples of higher earners trapped financially because spending expanded alongside income. There are also countless examples of moderate earners who built substantial wealth through disciplined systems. Another important lesson is understanding that financial progress often happens quietly. Most people expect dramatic changes immediately. Real wealth building usually looks boring. Automatic transfers, consistent investing, controlled spending, repeated monthly discipline. None of those actions appear exciting, but over years they become extremely powerful. Wealthy individuals often embrace simplicity because simple systems are easier to maintain long-term. They understand that consistency usually beats intensity. Small actions repeated for years create outcomes that appear extraordinary to people looking only at the final result. The truth is that saving leftovers rarely works because leftovers are unpredictable. Some months there may be money remaining. Other months there may not. Financial progress becomes inconsistent because the process itself is inconsistent. Wealthy individuals remove uncertainty by making saving the first priority rather than the final priority. They understand that money must be directed intentionally before spending begins. Another important lesson is that financial freedom is ultimately built through ownership. Ownership creates income. Ownership creates flexibility. Ownership creates options. Every dollar saved has the potential to become a future asset. Every dollar invested has the potential to create future cash flow. Every dollar protected from unnecessary spending increases long-term stability. Another major principle is automation. The less emotional decision-making required, the more likely positive financial behavior becomes. Automated savings, automated investing, automated debt reduction, automated wealth building systems continue functioning during stressful periods because they do not depend on motivation. Another critical lesson is understanding that the goal is not simply accumulating money. The goal is creating freedom. Freedom from financial stress. Freedom from constant anxiety. Freedom to pursue opportunities. Freedom to make decisions based on values instead of financial pressure. That freedom begins with a simple shift. Stop saving what is left over. Save first. Let spending adjust afterward. Assign every dollar a purpose. Protect cash flow. Invest consistently. Stay patient. Let compound growth do its work over time. If this helped, then like and subscribe to the Daily Yield, because we're building real financial progress, one step at a time.